Oh, look here. This is Maggie, my daughter. She just turned 8 here. And Mike, my son, the most wonderful chubby angel. I lived here almost 50 years. A lot of memories in this house.
Hi!
Hey, Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandma.
You look good.
Thank you.
For your age. Oh, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Grandma.
My family is not very big, but it's everything for me.
Thank you.
Oh, Sunday lunch, it's a big tradition here.
Thank you. That's great. Yeah, can you pass me the butter?
Sure.
Just get it.
Yeah.
Mom, how's the coffee?
Good. Your dad did the best coffee in the world.
Yeah, it is.
We used to sit in the morning here at the table, and sometimes in the morning, I still feel that how is the pie?
It's good.
There you go.
When we were here for Mom's 80th, we noticed she was a bit wobbly. She had to steady herself a lot.
Yeah, there were a few things off. Her mail started piling up, and her fridge was pretty much bare.
Later that evening, I had a feeling to drive back here. I found Mom sitting on the stairs to the basement. The kettle was on, it was almost empty. I was like, Mom, what is going on here?
She said she was just trying to rest, but then she couldn't pull herself up. She was there for 2 hours. I felt sick.
How can you take care of your parents if you've got children and you work full time? See you next week. Love you.
Bye, Grandma.
I lived here. I raised my family here.
We looked into retirement communities, assisted living, nursing homes. She really wanted to stay in her own home. That's where she felt the most comfortable.
And the more we researched, the more we realized Bayshore was the right choice for us. And they came up with a great care plan that was just right for Mom.
We thought we'd have to move Mom out. Bayshore is the reason she can stay.
Hi, Jean. I'm back.
Hi, Ramon.
Did you have a nice visit with your family?
Of course.
Here. I got you something.
You did this for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
At certain times in our lives, our loved ones become health challenged and they need care. And Bayshore provides all of the care, services, and any other requirements to make sure they can stay at home instead of being in an institution. Bayshore is so important to Canadians because of the 11,000 employees and associates behind the Bayshore name. Those people are going to do whatever it takes to keep over 150,000 Canadians safe at home any way they can. A story I'd like to talk to you about is that story of my father-in-law, who ultimately became palliative and needed the care of Bayshore. He loved to read and he couldn't read, but he could listen. And that was incredibly important to him. And in the last moments when he was going in and out of consciousness, my mother-in-law cleaned up things, took the book away, and the caregiver gave her a call and said, please, could I have the book back? I know your husband can hear me. I want to keep reading to him for his last hours on this earth. Whether we're providing nursing care to a patient or we're providing other types of home care services, dealing with family members, dealing with issues that come up with the healthcare of Canadians, every Bayshore employee is passionate and caring, and that's an unwavering value in the family. Bayshore has learned over the last 50 years that as healthcare keeps getting better and better for Canadians, it also gets more complicated. And families are overwhelmed by choices that they have to make and the lack of resources that are available. And they need Bayshore to take care of their relatives in their home. Canadians want their health care at home, and Bayshore is going to be there to make sure that's a real alternative for them by allowing them to get out of hospital as soon as they can and stay out of any long-term care institution.
Bayshore, proudly helping Canadians since 1966. Learn more at bayshore.ca or call 1-877-289-3997.